From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
A good throw there. And this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay. And early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Driver. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 33.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Driver. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on second down. Driver.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
They're trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted.
There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Throwing after the interception. Driver. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On first down, Driver. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off play action. Driver.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here.
And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Eluding the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Open man here. It's the tight end Kelsey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
17 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Off the play fake. Driver on the move to his left. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Touchdown, Detroit! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this.
He's got a man, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the 6.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers and quickly.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try
and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Open man right side is St. Brown. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Driver, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the 3rd quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding his safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. He ended up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
defense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And again, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 6. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off play action. Driver. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Off the play fake. Driver. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Swift.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the score. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that pick 6 a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession 4th quarter lead.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mahomes now on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. A give to the fullback on the dive.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Romeo Okwara in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes firing complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Driver firing quickly here, and that's complete. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw. Driver.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
to throw on third down. Driver, he's going to let it fly.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes going to throw it here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney,
31 yards.
and the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their